Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to your Oracle and Tarot 2000 April 2021 reading. I hope you're doing well. First of all, I want to say thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing, subscribing. If you ever commented, I also thank you for that too. So I'm very thankful this month. And I really hope that this will grow and spread like a virus, being thankful. I'm working on that very much to, implement this in my life. I think we should do that more often. The second thing I want to say is that I skipped March readings because I had my mobile phone broken and something happened to it, so I had to fix it, and then I just decided to go straight to April. So these are the April readings, and it's general reading, as you may know. Doesn't resonate and maybe will not resonate with each and every one of you, but if it does, please let me know. I want to be happy about it. And if it doesn't and you need more specific messages or you want a private reading, you can always reach me, and there's details are down below in the video description, and there you can see what you have to do to we can arrange the private reading, right? Okay, the thing is, I will change up again. Like Russian roulette, you never know what you're gonna get on this channel. Anyway, I'm changing it up because I'm still looking for the best reading that fits me, and my energy and how I want to do the readings and what kind of information I want to give out there. So I'm still in this process. So please bear with me because eventually I will get to something that I will find the best suited for me, but also for you. And but at the same time, this is going to be very big, extensive reading with a lot of cards on the table, so a lot of messages, a lot of information for you. So hopefully this will be interesting, and I will try to make it alive and going, so that you don't get stuck into being bored or something like this. Anyway, I will start, and then I will gradually explain how the reading will go. But first I will take, and the new thing is that I'm going through the whole month by weeks. So I'm pulling 4 cards for each week, 1 card, and then we will have 4 cards for a lot of different things that I will tell you about, and then the whole month, huge information and a lot of cards for the whole month. So first, what we are doing, we are asking the moon to give us some messages, and I will take the ones that didn't turn. So the 4 cards, like I said, each card for each week. 1 card for each week. So let's see what the Aquarius collective got for this. First week is luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. Funny. I think that Pisces also got this. Okay, so new luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. So first week in April, the luck is on your side, which is great, and it's soon. The second one, new moon in Scorpio, is work through your fears. Okay, so if there is some fears that we have to pull through, I'm an Aquarius, so sometimes I will say it's the message for me too. I feel that all the messages are for me too. So anyway, we have to work through our fears in the second month of April. So we will see what is this about. Then we have prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus. That's the third week of April, and we love it. Okay, there's a message of prosperity, and there's one interesting fact about all this. Adjustments are required. Third quarter moon is the 4th week of April. The interesting thing is that the first 3 weeks are all new moons. So new starts, new thing, something is happening in that way. So this is also kind of interesting that the cards are out like that. Fresh energies of everything, of luck, of working through our fears, of prosperity in front of us. And of course, after all that, in the 4th week, we'll have to adjust, because with all these new things that are happening, we'll have to make some adjustments. Because if we don't have to make adjustments, means they're so perfect that there's nothing to adjust. And nobody is that perfect, come on. So, yeah. Okay, let's see. So, what I'm doing. First, I will take the Wild Unknown, and I will pull also 4 cards from this archetypal energy deck, and I want energies. Okay, I want to see what are our energies for these 4 weeks and how we are going to use them. You know, what are going to be the archetypal energies for us in the week of in the weeks of April. So I'm pulling 4 cards. I'm not looking at them yet because there's a lot to pull, so you will see. So I'm just putting them out there. Okay, I need space now on my table. Okay, so after that, I'm pulling the Tarot of the Spirit. You probably saw this. I used it in last reading, I think. I love this deck. And this is the deck that will give us some like general energies of each week. Not general energies, but general messages for this, for each week. So general message for each week. 4 cards pulling out. Which will also give us some like general message of the month, you know, after we see all the four cards. Then what I'm pulling is the Fountain Tarot, and I'm using it for the love row. So we have like specific love messages for each week, and then, like I said, specific messages for whole month. So I'm pulling 4 cards for the love, part. And finally, there's this Prisma Tarot, which I love, and I know all of you love this tarot, whoever knows about it, because it's really so amazingly made. And for this, we will use this tarot for the final outcome of each week. And again, final outcome of the whole month, because we will have the 4 energies and more cards to kind of explain what is it about. So 4 messages for the outcome of the week. Okay, what am I doing yet more? I'm clarifications all come from this huge bundle of cards. This is the Light Seers and the Muse Tarot together. I love these decks together. And I'm using it for clarifying all the cards. So each card is going to be clarified in this reading. The only thing that I'm using differently for love part, I'm clarifying with Romance Angels. So to get a bit more information on the love part. And at the end of everything, this is so hard to shuffle. So I shuffle it always before the reading, but well, people like to see shuffle, so I shuffle it again. At the end of the reading, I'm pulling these amazing cards. As now I did like 6 or 7 readings, and really the message at the end was amazingly correct. So it's Oracle of the Black Doves of Africa. It's a very, very interesting deck. It's the cards are really, really interesting. So and it really comes great at the end of the reading as like the final words. Okay, so let's get to business. So first week in April, we got the luckies on our side, which is perfect, but we have to look at the archetypal energy also. What is happening in the first week of April is the threshold. So we have the card, the threshold. The general energy of the week is 1 of the wind, which is our energy, and it says dawn. Then we have 5 of wands in the love department, maybe some struggles, and in the end 4 of pentacles as the overall energy of the week. I will look at for this archetypal energy, I'm looking the book, not all the time, but when I want to get a little more accurate message, not to go completely out of the way. So the threshold is like the door, the gate, the initiation. We cross thresholds continually, consciously or unconsciously. Doorways, gates, and entryways grace our path on a daily basis. When this card arises, it signifies that the precipice you stand upon is not your typical one. However, you have arrived at the threshold of initiation, here to usher you into a new reality. It requires you to leave behind the you that you thought was well formed. A new frontier's call. New frontier calls. This is not easy work. Threshold initiations means a part of you will be lost in order to make space for what is next. A metamorphical death must occur. Some may not recognize you. You may struggle to recognize yourself. The ground seems to crumble as you free fall into your new reality. This is the liminal realm. One step, dear friend. Just take that one necessary step toward the future that calls you. I think this is really significant. I think everything started with the age of Aquarius, okay? And we kind of got into this role of being the one who leads, the one who has the answers, the one who has to go in front, the one who has to say, this is how it's done, this is what we have to do. And this can kind of put us in the like very ego-driven situation. And I think this threshold is also like this, like, okay, we are trying to give information to others, but also at the same time, we are still learning. We are still on our path. We are still on our roads. So we are kind of stepping into the unknown also, with everything new and old coming together in our lives. So the April is kind of like, also I always say, like, the spring is coming, you know, we are all waking up from this dream, we are all waking up from everything that was happening in our lives. So now we are kind of on the threshold of realizing, okay, who am I going to be? What is my next stage? What is my next step? How am I going to show up in front of other people? And we kind of are like reinventing ourselves from time to time, you know, from period to period. This is explained with Seven of Emotions. Like, there's a lot of opportunities, choices. We are looking, which one are we at the end of the day? You know, she's looking at this goldfish, and it's like the Seven of Cups is like, you can't decide from everything that is offered to you. But at the same time, this is also maybe for Aquarius a situation where, okay, we were so many things, we are so easy to, you know, like turn and switch and change and make us like reinvent ourselves. But what are we actually like accomplishing? What do we want to be? Like, what is the final thing that we want to achieve? You know, who are we going to be? Which one of these goldfishes are we? Okay. And this is like then also stepping in front of others. Like, if you are being finally your true self, then maybe people won't even recognize you. Maybe you were so far away from what you truly are that now you're kind of finally stepping as the real you in front of people, with all that you liked and didn't like about yourself, with all that you think people like or don't like about you. It's like, I'm stepping with me, okay? I'm stepping with my true self. And this is the like one of wind, the dawn. I think this is like the dawn of us, okay? The dawn of us, the way we are. And the Seven of Swords is also like, it's like a typical like Aquarius energy, overthinking everything, but also it represents the dawn to me. Because see, you know, he's escaping everything that he doesn't like and he's going to the sun. And it's like he's going to the dawn, you know, he wants to see the sunrise. And we want to see us rise also, but as us, you know, kind of apologetically ourselves, accepting ourselves the way we are, even if it's good or if it's bad. And that can also put us in like maybe a bit of a struggle in a love department, where we are like trying to be ourselves, but also like kind of like, okay, this is me, are we okay, you know? Is this working? Can we go further? Or you don't want, you know, it's this too much for you? But I say honeymoon, so enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Maybe some of you will just decide to go on a nice little vacation with your loved one and enjoy whatever the two of you have, and maybe discuss the new you there. But also, look, if every relationship we have some like situations where we are kind of trying to understand each other, and this can sometimes seems like we're always struggling, but at the same time, if you look at it from a different perspective, it's like we're growing, we are doing something for ourselves, for each other, we are learning from each other, you know, we are making some steps towards our future together. And you know, sometimes it can seem like it's always a battle, or maybe it's just reflecting you all the things and issues that you should work on. You know, you have to think about. The Five of Wands can be, okay, it can be kind of struggle and fighting with everyone, but also it can be fighting with yourself, you know, with all the shadowy aspects of you. And the Four of Pentacles, as your outcome, it seems like you will want to kind of like put a lot of energy on yourself. And King of Pentacles, it's like you want to achieve that like stability, material stability, grounding. You want to be grounded in your own energy. You want to feel like you are self-sufficient. Doesn't mean you don't have a partner. You don't, doesn't, you know, it doesn't kind of like, this doesn't even, how can I say, it's not even connected to the partner per situation. It's literally you. Okay, you want to feel like you can stand on your feet, like you are stable materially, emotionally, that whatever you are doing next, the next phase of your life, the next step in your life, that it will bring you stability, like emotional and grounded stability, that you will be on your feet, stable. So this is something that sometimes, since we are airy, you know, we are air sign, we are kind of fixed, you know, we have this Saturn that is like fixed planet, but at the same time, we are very airy, you know, we can be very unstable sometimes, especially from the perception of someone else, you know, like changing our moods, changing our opinions, like all the time looking at something, questioning. So at some point we come to a situation where we really need to relax. Okay, we need to like okay, enough, you know, enough with the questions and everything. So this is where the King of Pentacles perfectly comes. When you ask yourself like, what do I hold, what is mine, what do I have, what are my like material possessions, what is my stability? And King of Pentacles is like totally like, look at the guy, like the dog, the seat, the hair, you know, it's like very nice, chill person, you know, he knows what he has, what he wants, what is the like, he doesn't have to have like this perfect hair, he can stay laid back, you know, he's like a hippie dude, you know. I chill. And I like to chill, and it's fine, you know. I like the way I am. I like where I am. I like what I have. It's enough for me. I'm just fine. And this is a perfect outcome of that week. So the second week, it says work through your fears. So maybe there, look, I'm an Aquarius. There's a lot of things. Let's see what it says. The unseen. Okay. Then we have the Eight of Waters, still waters. Like the overall like message. This is the energy, archetypal energy. This is the message. The love part, it says 10 of coins, 10 of pentacles. I love 10 of pentacles. And the outcome is 10 of swords. Okay, so there's a lot of tens here. I will look at the card. I didn't get this unseen card for anyone, so I was like, wow. But the unseen is the unseen, you know. It's like looking and trying to reach the part that is not here, maybe subconscious part of us ourselves, you know. Not not like be so much in this physical, in this like in this form, you know, but more into like the 5D or whatever. And it says here the spirit, the ancestors, the eternal. Definitely okay, let's read. The unseen is just as it sounds. We cannot see it, yet it sees us, watching and waiting with wisdom, both kind and instructive. We feel this presence, sense it, intuit it, and then doubt its existence. Doubt it, realize our attention time and time again. The energy of the unseen may come in many forms. A compelling dream, a sudden insight, a clear voice, a vision or message from a loved one who was passed to the other side. It is natural to fear these communications. as they challenge our perception of what is real. When this card appears, your guides are near. The eternal is present. The doorway between worlds is ajar. Listen. The sounds may seem as though they come from a distant land, but they call from your innermost chambers. Yeah. I don't know how many of you are doing the same thing I'm doing, like reading the cards. So this is like totally the part when I'm like trying to be the best in, like in the unseen part, and try to like channel the messages that people don't see or don't hear. So this is kind of like very, very known territory for me, although it's very unseen. And it's always so interesting because you never know what is going to happen, how you're going to interpret, how you're going to get the message, what is the message going to say. It's the same card all over it again, and then again, every single time you have a different opinion about it. I love this card. It's so great. As the longer you look at it, the longer the more you see the eye. And actually, when you look at it like this, in a plain sight, you know, it's very flat. But when I look at it like this in the camera, and the more I look at it, the more I turn it, you know, different size, the more I see the eye. So what is the point? The point is that we should definitely be open to the unseen. We should open ourselves up even more to that, because Aquarius at its core, it's like believing in this kind of things, you know, believing that there's the unseen altogether. And this week we are obviously like fearing knowing everything. We are fearing stepping into this unknown phases. We are fearing the unknown and the unseen. But we shouldn't, because this is a part of our existence. This is a part of our role in this world. This is a part of our purpose. And even if something seems scary, you know, some of you are maybe more clairvoyant. Some of you are maybe have some insights. Maybe you are connecting more to the spiritual world, to the ancestors. Maybe you are seeing people who are passed away. Maybe you're on that higher level that where you can really see the unseen, you know. And I think you should embrace it. You know, you shouldn't be afraid of it. There, the Queen of Pentacles is just like connecting to the King of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles energy is like, for me, that, you know, she's like holding her ground. She's like stable and grounded, but at the same time, she feels and feels the nature and is connected to nature and connected to Mother Earth, and also connected to everything else that is surrounding her. So if you are connecting with nature, then you are seeing all these things happening, and then it's the unseen also, because there's so many things that's happening in the background that you don't see. And one day you just see a beautiful flower and you're wondering, oh my god, this is like one day and now it's here. And you look at the cactus, you know, there's just overnight one like couple of hours or minutes or day, I don't know, one day this flower is beautiful and wonderful, and then it just goes down. There's so many flowers that are like that, you know. So you want to be aware of the unseen. You want to be there. You want to be like the one who kind of like catches those moments, you know, catches that situations. Maybe you are a good interpreter of these situations. Maybe some people are afraid of basic stuff and you can just explain this to them. So definitely in the second week, we should work through our fears. We should work through the fears of unknown and unseen, and allow ourselves to be there and walk away from all the fear. Okay, we have to walk away from the fear, because the fear will like totally like encage us. And we have the Page of Pentacles that is on the 8 of Water. It's like, come out of the still water. Okay, ground yourself, you know, put your energy into something that you truly believe in, and there's a lot of positive energy for that, you know, that will help you, that will not pull you down, that will help you move from being like maybe in a stale place, not moving place. And especially if there's like the whole this like world opening up for you with the spirits and ancestors and the energies around you that surrounds you, where you are getting confirmations that there is an angel like keeping you safe, or there is someone out there who you truly believe exists, and you feel their energy all the time. So don't be afraid of that. And you can always be the channel, you know, be a channel and medium for all this kind of situation. And maybe this is something that you also need to discover. Maybe you discovered this gift or talent for yourself, and then you realize that, okay, maybe I can work on it. This is how I started the channel, you know. I realized, okay, maybe I'm good in this reading cards. I feel it, you know, there is something coming out of my mouth without me planning it, without me practicing it. I mean, I didn't go to school for it. It was just naturally coming, and it's going still, you know. So this is when we realize that something is happening that we have to embrace. And although there are some fears and insecurities about it, but there is still like very good energy surrounding us that is giving us energy, and pushes us in a way to move forward. Love department, it says 10 of coins, which I see as 10 of pentacles, and it is. Wonderful energy of family. I love the 10 of coins. You are lovable, you deserve love. Okay, maybe some of you are dreaming about this family and you are not achieving it. You don't believe that you deserve it. If you are in the situation, you're already in this place, then you have to get out of thinking that this is not something you deserve, that you are not like that you don't deserve love, that you are not loved, that you will be abandoned. Every fear you got about this relationship thing, it has to go out. Because if you want to achieve something greater than that, if you want to achieve, you want to have family, you want to be connected with people you love, then you have to like get out of the fear, you know. You have to get out of the fear of you not being lovable, or that you don't deserve the love. As simple as it sounds, a lot of people don't realize that they have this fear. So mental overthinking is over. 10 of Swords, you got the whole thing to a T. Now you have to stop. And you have to, okay, 4 of Pentacles. You have to, again, 4 of Pentacles. It's like going this way. 4 of Pentacles, you have to get into your energy. Okay, stand your ground. Okay, if you feel kind of unstable because of everything that's happening, or maybe some other energies are influencing you and you're kind of like, I'm not sure where this is going, I'm not sure how to do it. Maybe sometimes you have to fight for your right, you know. And I'm not saying here that it's something like that, but still, sometimes even in a perfect situation, we kind of lose ourselves a little. We kind of lose our ground a little. And then we need to step back and keep, you know, remind ourselves what it is that we actually want, and how it is that we want to do it. And this 4 of Pentacles is perfect energy for that, because it's a bit like, okay, I'm just looking at myself now. I don't want to hear or see anybody else, but it's fine. You know, sometimes we deserve to have this time for ourselves, and we deserve to have this energy for ourselves. So if there is a need for that, you have to take it. So the outcome of the second week after all this definitely will be probably, okay, now I have to see where I stand with all of that. So let's see. Prosperity lies ahead. And new one in Taurus. And we got the Mother. That's the archetypal energy. I mean, the Mother. And this is like the snake with the eggs. It's very weird, this picture. It's like the snake, and there's like eggs, and there's a pearl, and something that looks like not eggs, and not a snake. And there's a nest. So there's a lot of things, and this is number 1 card in this archetypal energy. 5 of Fire, the struggle. Okay, the struggle we had in the 5 of Wands. This is the same card. But okay, it's not named the struggle there. So we will see this like 3rd week of April. It's going very interesting. The Magician in the Love department. And the outcome, 8 of Pentacles. Okay, let's see what the Mother is in this archetypal energy. I mean, the Mother, we know what the Mother is. The nurturer, the feminine energy, the intuition, the source. And it says here, the Mother, the Great Mother, the feminine, the source. The mother both nurtures and prohibits growth. She gives yet clings. She creates yet restricts. Amid this complex energy, the Mother holds the key to the eternal challenge of love. I get it. So it's like we began our archetypal story with the Mother's love. Through her sensual, fertile, and life-giving energy, all creation takes form. Regardless of our birth story, each of our hearts beat for the first time in the warm womb of the mother, where she offered resources from her body for the building of our own. So weird, right? Yet her tale is not so simple, as the mother, especially on the earthly plane, contains both light and dark aspects of the feminine. With the best of intentions, the mother wraps her loving arms around her creation and begins to grip what she meant to set free. And then it goes, the mother both nurtures and prohibits growth. She gives yet clings, she creates yet restricts. This is so, I love the how it's described, the mother, because it's exactly that. Okay, the mother loves and forgives and gives you everything, but at the same time she restricts you. She pushes you like in a certain directions. There's a lot of power in the mother, and this archetypal energy is really weird. That it's like under the prosperity lies ahead. It means like we have to accept this motherly figure in ourselves, and maybe from outside influence, realize where was the mother part, because that can definitely put us in a struggle. Okay, I feel like it's the energy. Yeah, look, the Queen of Swords. It's like, where are we here? What is our energy here? And what we brought from our mothers? What is the thing that can put me in this fight, in this struggle with myself, where I cannot bring myself out? Look, the Nine of Swords. That's the struggle. Because some of us are really probably like having a lot of struggle in our lives because of the things that came from our mothers, or from maybe even fathers, but let's say this is the mother's lineage now. And we have to make it clear, we have to get to the truth of things, and sometimes that can be really mentally overwhelming, and it can be very exhausting, and it can put us in a very, very exhausting place. But at the same time, those are maybe the struggles we need to do the best, the most, because they're kind of like little weeds, going in front in all our lives, in our situations, in our relationships, in everything that we are going through, and we have to pull it out. We really have to put it out like a weed, because it is weed, because it's not ours. It was like kind of pushed on us, and we are now trying to struggle and find out why and what, and is this ours and it's not ours. It's like a very hard struggle to go through. But at the same time, there are aspects of mother and the aspects that she taught us and gave to us, which are wonderful and beautiful, and that is what we have to cherish. So always we are like kind of like, in a struggle, like, what is the mother, what is the real mother? And even if you had like really complicated relationship with your mother, as I did, this is really hard. Okay, for me it's a struggle all my life, and now I have 43 years and I'm still struggling with some situations that I had with my mother. So if you are in this situation, please, try to really look deep into what is the struggle, what is it that triggers you with your mother, and also, what are the aspects of your mother, and that you can kind of like, it's Six of Emotions, go deep into the emotion and kind of like find out what is it that you can appreciate about your mother, what is it that you love about her, and what are the characteristics that maybe you took from her that are positive, that are loving, that are like worth of praise, and gratitude. And don't focus so much on the negative part. But if there is a need to focus on the negative part, there's also like a way we should take, if it goes that way, we have to accept it. We cannot like turn our heads all our lives around, and accept the fact, okay, she's my mother, so I can't do anything about it. That's not true. We can always do something, okay? And in time, when we finally get our lives, under our influence, we can change a lot of things. And this is why it's always important to be aware of this, like, what is hers, what is yours, what is not yours. It's like, it's kind of mentally draining, but we can get there. The love department is Magician, and it's explained with the pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Well, I don't know. There is like, it's true love. So I would say that in the love department, if we are the ones that we are not on a honeymoon and in a perfectly stable relationship, we are definitely trying to get there. And I don't know, there is like a Gemini here. The magician for me represents Gemini completely. And it's like, I'm not sure whether this is like somebody, because before that I got Six of Emotions. That can sometimes be the energy of nostalgia or someone coming from your past. It can be that someone from your past is coming to your life and also triggering like these emotions of instability and not knowing what you actually want in a love relationship. But I don't know if it's a true love, it will work. I mean, you will accept it and you will like kind of work through all the challenges of this person coming back. But if it's not, if you are already in a stable relationship, I think you will just say no and just, you know, say thank you for like talking, but I have already my garden and I want to just reap the fruits, and I want to like, you know, devote myself to what I already have. And it's Five of Voices in reverse, which means that you are not believing anymore that you're not deserving of love and that you don't have it. So I think that, or maybe even like the fruits, you know, the Five of Voices is here is very interestingly drawn. But at the same time, the Five of Air and the Swords, Five of Swords, is like you feeling like everything is slipping away always, and you're never grasping for anything. Two cups are in front. The cups are like how do you say that? Turned over in front of you, and two are standing really firmly behind you. So I would say that it's definitely the fourth week is like really going through the motions, looking at what is what is it, what is triggering us. If there will be some person from the past coming in this April, third week of April, they can be a true love, but also they can be your worst enemy. So you just really be careful, like how you are, like what is this person offering to you if they're coming to your life. If you're in a stable relationship and someone is coming, don't allow, you know, just for someone who what is not worth to make you feel unstable and like you don't have already what you need. But if you are in a stable connection and somebody comes from your past, you know, just be honest about it and don't put too much like energy into this, because I definitely think that if any of you are in a stable connection, and I got this Muse of Materials also as a confirmation, if some of you are in a stable connection and you know that this is your love and you love this person and you trust this person and you see that they offer you everything that you need, you don't need to like question it every time. Okay, I know we are Aquarius, is question everything all the time. Are we, is this like this, are you sure? No, but stop, you know. If somebody loves you and you love somebody back, you know, don't question it. If this person from the past is really someone who was like important to you and you felt a like really strong connection with this person, sometimes those connections are hard to break, and maybe it's worth like giving your everything to it, you know, because you will always feel connected to this person, no matter if it's a happy relationship or a sad one. But let's see, the fourth week we have the Destroyer. Okay, the Destroyer. The general energy is Seven of Wind, which is also Seven of Swords. Many tongues. The love department is Two of Wands. And the outcome is Queen of Swords, but in reverse. So, yeah. Well, if we are now like entering the conversation with someone coming from your past and entering your life again, there's a lot of it can be that this Destroyer card is kind of like pushing into like thinking about that. Okay, thinking that someone can also be a destroyer. But let's see. The Destroyer, the savage, the unexpected, the rejected. The Destroyer, the final of the three archetypes in the Three of Existence, has necessary yet painful work to do in the world. it says that it's the part of us that wants the things to end. It's painful, or orientation is to uncover our true purpose. The destroyer does not let us linger long in comfort, as it knows not much happens in the realm. With its piercing eyes, it seeks the stagnancy from a distance, and the rest becomes history. In the old myths, this is the moment when heads begin to roll, the ground open up, and castles crumble. Hold on for the ride, the destroyer has arrived. Definitely, if I'm connecting this with a past person and someone coming into your life, it can be like a destroyer. It can be like very disruptive energy because it was someone that you were emotionally connected, and this can definitely put you in this like, my God, what is happening again and again? It's like mental overthinking. But please follow your heart, whatever it happens. Let's see. The Hierophant, the destroyer, is clarified by the Hierophant. Is this situation making you feel stable or completely unstable? Is it something that you actually want? Do you want stability, or you want things to be like different, exciting? Maybe you think stability is boring. Maybe you need some things to change. So it's always good to know. And maybe even it's not bad when something disrupts us, then we definitely know where we stand. The it's with 9 of emotions, it's like, okay, there's a lot of things happening. This is mentally overthinking, but at the same time, what do I truly want? What is it that I can offer, and am I getting it? Am I getting all of this from the person I'm with? Okay, maybe there will be a lot of different situations happening. Maybe a lot of people will be interested in you because, I don't know, you're interesting, you're exciting. Is the time where everyone loves Aquarius. Okay, who knows? But you have to know that if you are with the person that you always wanted to be, there's no problem. If you are not with the person you wanted to be, and this person is coming into your life again, maybe you should like rethink and see, okay, let me see, what do you want? What is it? What's happening? But also be very, very, very like careful with the deception, because it says someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. So if you are in a relationship with someone who is kind of like deceiving you, maybe this will also wake up this aspect. Okay, maybe this person coming from your past is like stirring shit up, but also opening your eyes to a lot of different things, and maybe then you realize, okay, maybe I'm really like fooling myself. Maybe I'm not being honest with myself. Maybe I need more answers. Maybe I need a lot of different things, because the Queen of Swords here seems like at the outcome at the end of April, she's like kind of like, okay, I'm not sure what's happening and what am I doing here. And again, there's a Six of Cups energy. So again, past person, again, like asking yourself, what is happening, where am I going, doing expression, where am I going, is this actually what I truly want? Going into yourself, asking yourself, and then leaping like a fool. Okay, there's the full moment here. And yeah, it's like Aquarius, shit can get stirred up. Okay, there's the possibility that this adjustments are required situation, and with the destroyer and everything that is happening in your life, that last week of April could be very, very emotional, very like, maybe even like seemingly at the first glance destructive, like that things are falling apart, that relationships are falling apart. But always ask yourself, maybe this is for the best, maybe I need this, maybe you don't, maybe it won't, maybe you will just like say, okay, look, I don't care what you want. I don't care what happened. I'm just going my own way, and I have exactly what I need right now in my life, and I don't need you. But maybe you kind of like see, okay, maybe I'm lying to myself. Maybe I'm lying to this other person. Maybe I really need to like think even more about this person that I'm emotionally obviously connected, because, and this was something that I was like always thinking. There is another, like, there's a TV show. It's called The One, or something like that, and it's like they say that in this, like, the premises is, and it's from Huxley. It's from based on his novel, which was also very interesting to me. but it's like there is that one person that you are connected, and that the one person that is your one, and they're basing all this on DNA, like you're like you have matching DNA, and this is why you are like supposed to be connected with this person. And through all this series, you are looking at like people destroying their marriages, destroying their relationship, because they know that somebody is like the one. But what was kind of like significant in the series was this emotion. Every time anyone would mention a person they're like in that way connected, they would say, I still think about them all the time, every day, every second, every moment. If you have someone in your life that you are thinking about every second, every moment of your time, and you are not close to this person, and but you still think about this person all the time, and maybe that's the one, maybe this person will come back. Maybe this will be the Huxley story. But at the same time, at the end of the series, we realize that there could be more than one match. So, which is great. Like, there's more options. But anyway, please, like, listen to your feelings really, really good. Be careful of what you're doing. Don't hurt other people because of your insecurities. But at the same time, allow everyone to come in. Be as open to them coming in as you can, just to get your true emotions out, just to get the whole truth, about your life and how it should go. Because when I look at the month of April, there's a lot of things happening like in the energy wise, but it's also like coming into your energy, coming into some stability. And even though the destroyer is like explained with the hierophant, it's like maybe there is a stability in the destroying. Like maybe something has to come down to fully blossom and be exactly how it should be. In the like also that you can see in the energies of like the general messages from the weeks. There's like dawn, there is like a lot of things happening where it's kind of implicating that there is something like from the past that it's not truly resolved. In the love department also, there is some like notion that maybe some of you are really in the wonderful stable connection with someone who you truly love and you want to be with. But also for some of you there is like a lot of instability, and we see that even through outcomes, for some of you there will be a whole story behind your Queen of Swords in reverse, with the Six of Cups, with the Two of Inspiration, with the Four of Materials, and the Full Leaping. So definitely there is there's a lot of things happening for you. And look, there's like the temperance after that, and the Star after that, which means that you will leap like a fool, like saying like a fool, you will leap into the unknown and into the unseen maybe, and then come out as your true self. So look, be honest with yourself. This is the best advice I can give you. Be honest with yourself, really, really. And if somebody comes and you feel that this is your one, don't be afraid to, step and take that challenge, because you will think about him all the time anyway. But if there is something really, truly stable and you are connected with someone who you truly, really love, then there is no need, for all this disruption. And, just stay friends with this other person and tell him like, it's fine, I forgive you, and go on. Both of you can go on with your life, and knowing that you did whatever you could, and that this is the best choice for you to make. So you got the Militarium strategy. So from that African Doves Oracle. Oh my God, it's here. Oracle of the Black Doves of Africa. So it says like this, Militarium strategy. Admitting how far you are willing to go and how much you are willing to sacrifice should precede all plans. Key symbol: the cat represents poise and the mouse represents determination. Religion, mythological association. Gurzil, Gurzil. Gurzil was the ancient Tamazigan god, my god, of war. He was worshipped by the Havara of Oea Tripolitania until the 11th century, 300 years after the Islamization of the region. The town of Girza in modern Libya may be a reference to him. Apedemak Mahes. Apedemak was the Nubian and Kemetian god of victory and war. He was depicted with the head of a lion and the body of a snake that represented the unity between the masculine and the feminine. In Kemet, he was known as the son of the goddess Sekhmet and the brother of Nefertum. He was one of the gods especially revered by the Medjay, the elite soldiers of the Kemetian military. The ruins of his temple are in Naga, present-day Sudan. Naga meant serpent queen in the Kemetian language. Divinatory meaning. First decade that you will find a way to get what you want. Oh, pardon. First decide that you will find a way to get what you want. Brainstorm ideas and ask for advice from others who have succeeded at what you are trying to accomplish. So, yes, whatever it is and however it goes, if you decide on something, stay with it, work on it. Sometimes things seem much harder than they actually are, but at the same time, maybe this will bring us everything that we want if we struggle a little more, work a little harder on it. I don't know. I hope this resonated with you, Aquarius. There are some parts of it that resonated with me. Some parts I'm like even afraid to think about. So I don't know how you feel. If you feel the same way, please write and tell me what you think about the reading. I'm very grateful for you for watching. And if you have some friends that you think would be interested in this, please ask them to subscribe to my channel. That means a lot to me. And hopefully I see you next month. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.